Hello everyone, this is Turquoise, and today I'm picking up where I left off in my Doki Doki Literature Club mod entitled Turquoise, featuring romantic relationship between Monika and Sayori. And welcome to the stream, Dev. You got here before I even started. Girl drama indeed, yes. Incoming girl drama. I wanted to get one more stream of this while it's still officially lesbian week of visibility. Yes, I know Monika's bisexual, so it's not a perfect fit, but whatever. Anyway, moving right along. The next morning, my alarm goes off. I slap the snooze button as usual. Is the volume okay? This feels a bit loud to me. Okay, maybe it's just on my end. Never mind. Okay, moving on. Yeah, my alarm goes off. I slap the snooze button as usual. Where's Monika? She must have gone to make coffee or something. Oh yeah, I suppose a brief recap is in order. After having a very nice weekend together, Monika found out about Sayori's childhood friend, Femc. Well, I named her Tormusa here. And Monika started freaking out about that, and becoming immediately obsessed with the main character of the story, and which is very off-putting to Sayori, but she invited her to join the club anyway, and this led to an awkward and unsettling conversation in the previous evening. Anyway, this is her waking up the next morning. Moving right along. She must have gone to make coffee or something. I'll get up to join her soon. I don't want to open my eyes yet. Once I open my eyes, the day will start and it'll be the end of the best time of the day. Sleepy time. Why can't I just stay in bed all day? Wouldn't that be nice? Maybe I can just turn off the alarm altogether and lie here for a while. Monika will wake me before it's time to go, right? Does that mean I should be bracing myself for incoming kisses? That's such a better way to get up than anything else I can imagine. I wish I could just start every morning that way. Any second now. Bring on Monika's kisses. Monika kisses. Ooh, Monika kisses. That's a good one. My alarm goes off again and I slap the snooze button again. I didn't want the angry alarm sound. I want Monika. Where is she? I guess I could at least open my eyes to find out how much time I have before I really have to get up. Oh, right. The screen is still cracked on my clock. I can't read it. I groan and close my eyes again. I might have to actually get up to figure out what time it is. Where's my phone? Blindly fumble around on my bedside table for it. Yeah. So trying to keep the characterization of Sayori being it's just being a little silly in her thought, you know, like Monika, that's a good one. You know, trying to keep her you know, as much as she's okay, how do I put this? Like, we were just having a conversation earlier about characterization in mods, and how you know, ideally characters should be dynamic. They have you know, there's more than one trait to them. Like, Sayori isn't just depressed or just, you know, happy-go-lucky. I try to put a mix of those in there, but like the little Monika kisses thrown there as an example of the latter. Anyway, moving on. Finally fumble around my bedside table for it, and my hand lands on a piece of paper. It's neatly folded so it can stand up. I bring it in front of my confused face and open my eyes again. It takes a few seconds for my eyes to focus on it, but it says Sayori on it in Monika's handwriting. A love note? I open it up to read it. The dramatic build-up. It starts with Sayori. I wish I had the courage to tell you this to your face. Like, oh no, and the music stopping. This is a deliberate choice to make it sound like a really ominous start. Anyway, I wish I had the courage to tell you this to your face. I took your noose away. I'm sorry. I know you said it helps you, but the more I think about it, the more it bothers me that it's there. I hope you understand and don't feel hurt or anything. I'll see you at club today. Don't forget to do your sit-ups, Monika. P.S. Don't forget to write a poem too. Yeah. Like, I deliberately set it up this way to make the player possibly briefly think this is going to be a breakup note, but it's actually to say that she took the noose away, which, I mean, it's I mean, like taking the news away it's good. It's a good call from like a damage control standpoint. Like if you're concerned someone is suicidal. But anyway, moving on. I'm wide awake now. Immediately get down on the floor so I can look under my bed. It's true. It's gone. All kinds of feelings go ripping through me. I call out, Monika? There's no answer. I hurry downstairs. She's probably in the kitchen. Monika? Where could you be? After looking around the house a bit, I head back to my room again. Did she really just go to school without me? Without even telling me? I look at her note again. I'm trying to imagine what Monika might be feeling now. I know she was feeling really sad yesterday when she saw my noose, but this makes it sound like she's feeling really guilty. I know that I'm feeling, I don't know, lots of things. I guess mostly hurt and betrayal, but I know Monika was just trying to help, right? As much as I'm tempted to call her to confront her about it, maybe it's better if I just leave her alone for a bit. We'll see each other at club, just like she said. In the meantime, I guess I ought to do my sit-ups and write my poem. How am I going to do my sit-ups without Monika here to hold my feet? Maybe I'll just do the poem now and save the sit-ups for after school when Monika is here. I pull up my notebook and take a seat at my desk. I take my pen in hand and turn to a blank sheet of paper. Alright, it's poem time. Gonna write about my feelings. Let's go. My feelings are a mess. She just took my noose away. She didn't even say anything to me about it. She didn't even stick around for breakfast. What am I even going to say to her when I see her again? She already feels bad about it. I don't want to say anything to make her feel any worse. I bury my face in my hands. I can't write about any of this. I have to share this with the whole club, including Tormusa. I check the time. Somehow it's already almost time for me to leave. How long have I been sitting here? Where did all the time go? Where does it ever go? My alarm is set for 3 hours before I have to go. What am I going to write? Shouldn't have opened my eyes after I woke up. That's always when everything starts going wrong in the morning. Well, relatable. Why does Sayori have to be relatable? Yeah, I should comment on a few things here. Like, there's Sayori's continuing to have that weird love-hate, push-and-pull relationship with her noose and like suicidal ideation and stuff. And also continuing to wrestle with where to set boundaries for herself and wanting to look after Monika's feelings ahead of her own and stuff like that. And also and Riddle's here. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? I saw you were streaming yourself working on a DDLC mod earlier. How's that going for you? Anyway, what was I saying? Well, yeah, that whole thing. Where did all the time go? This is relatable for me. I don't know. I'm prone to depression myself. I frequently have hours or even entire days go by, and I'm like, where did the time go? Like, what did I even do? Anyway, moving right along. I shouldn't have opened my eyes after I woke up. That's always when everything starts going wrong in the morning. I give my bed a longing look. I wish I could just go back to bed and forget about all of this. But I know Monika's counting on me to finish this poem. I can't let her down again. I let that feeling of determination drive me. Just write down something, anything. It doesn't matter if it's stupid. Write it down. I'll fix it later. Finally, I'm able to write something good enough that I can get on with my day. Made so much more progress. Clemens, helped me and we got so much done. That's cool. That's cool. Awesome. Glad to hear you keeping at it. I mean, keep those creative juices flowing, I guess. Just keep at it. Anyway, moving on. I spend the day worrying about what I'm going to say to Monika, and finally it's time for club. As soon as I enter the club room, Monika beckons me over to where she's talking with Natsuki and Yuri. Ah, Sayori, I'm glad you're here. Hi, Sayori. There's Yuri saying hi when she comes in again. Hi Yuri. Hi everyone. Hey. Yuri and Natsuki were just asking about Tormusa, and it would probably be better for you to answer since you know her better. Yeah, what's her deal? What's the deal with her anyway? Everyone looks to me. I glance at Monika, wondering what she's told them, wondering what she's expecting me to say. Well, she's my next door neighbor and childhood friend. We've spent a lot of time together when we were growing up. I mean, at least we did when I could pull her away from her video games. Is that all? That really doesn't explain why everyone was raising such a fuss about her the other day. I looked to Monika again, silently pleading to her with my eyes to give an answer. I'm not telling people Monika's looking for the main character of the game. That would just cause so much confusion. Monika's just giving me the same smile she's been giving since I came in, so I guess I need to come up with something else myself. It's nothing special about Termisa herself. We just wanted to bring more people into the club. Oh, are we not content with the membership we have? It's not that. We just wanted to grow the club, that's all. Seriously? Hope you aren't expecting me to bust my buns making cupcakes for every random person that walks in the door. If you ask me to make cupcakes again, it better be for an actual special occasion. Well, I glance at Monika again, but she just has the same passive smile on her face. What is going on with her today? Is the festival a special enough occasion? The festival, that's it. Huh? That's not Sayori, that's like all three of them. That's next Monday, right? That'll be perfect. Before I can make sense of what Monika is going on about, Termisa suddenly comes in the door. Termisa! Monika rushes over to her. Sorry I'm late. That's okay, I'm just glad you didn't run away on us. Hee Presumably she's doing her special pose there. Hey, Sayori. Does Monika usually spaz out all of a sudden like that? Well, she's just excited about the club. It's so weird, like, all the times I've seen her at school assemblies or whatever, she seems so normal. Never would have guessed she's like this. Personally, I find it reassuring in its own way. At least I'm not the weirdest one in the room. Not that I'm weird or anything. It's fine, Yuri. I know that the way Monika acts seems a little strange, but... Ooh, I wish I'd thought of that. Huh? Yuri points to where Monika is excitedly presenting Termisa with a book. She's giving her gifts now? What the hell? Why is she getting special treatment? I didn't get a present. I give everyone cupcakes. I'm sure she has good reason for it. Yeah, obviously this is like a nod to the original game where Yuri is the one that gives MC a book as a gift. And Yuri, I don't know, it's just sort of funny to me that Yuri says, I wish I'd thought of that. Anyway, moving on. Sure she has good reason for it. Hey everyone, did I miss anything? Well, Miss Big Shot, don't expect us to go easy on you just because Monika's being such a softie. Huh? This isn't just a place to hang out. Literature is serious business. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Manga is literature. We already decided that. And we also decided we're not going to give each other a hard time, so how about you just chill out? Natsuki sits down with her arms folded, grumbling to herself. Don't worry, Termisa. Monika reaches out and rubs Termisa's shoulder. There's no pressure. We want this club to be fun and comfortable for everyone. Thanks, Monika. Wish Monika would stop touching her. Something about the way they're looking at each other is really bothering me. Monika, can I talk to you? Sure, what's up? In private? Okay, everyone, just talk among yourselves for a bit. I follow Monika out into the hallway and she turns to face me. Well? I want to throw all kinds of accusations at her about the way she's treating Termisa, but now that I'm facing her, you took my noose away, and you took my file away. Fair's fair, Sayori. I'm a little taken aback by how quickly she responded. Well, it would have been nice if we talked about it first. You didn't talk about it before you took my file away, you just took it. And you know, obviously taking my nail file wouldn't actually stop me from killing myself if I wanted to, but the principle is the same. But it's different. Hey, Lurker Sears here, welcome to the stream. How's it going? It's different. When you took my file, you said you didn't want me to get tempted. So I'm sure you can understand I want the same for you. No matter what happens, I don't want you to die. Okay? I shuffle my feet nervously. I feel torn. It doesn't feel the same. It doesn't feel right. But I don't think I can explain why. And I can also tell her that she's trying to help me. Okay. Come here. I let her take me in her arms. I'm a little slow to return the hug. I care about you, Sayori. I care about you too. I don't like the idea of you thinking about your noose when I'm not around. Well, we'll just have to make sure you're always around then. I'm serious, Sayori. I can't be around all the time. I know. I get why you're doing it. My hands are fidgeting with Monika's hair behind her. I just don't want to feel like I'm losing my friends. I don't really have any friends to begin with. I really think it would be better for you to have human friends. Yeah, she referred to her noose as her friend in the last session, for anyone who missed that bit. Yeah. Incidentally, that line, I don't think I can explain why. That's going to come back later, when she will have an explanation why. But yeah, it's an ongoing thing. Well, you'll see. Just put a pin in that, I guess. I really think it would be better for you to have human friends. And what about Tormiza? I think, Monika nervously rubs my back. I think it would be neat if you, Tormiza, and I could spend some time together. Fidgeting harder with Monka's hair. I don't know. What's wrong? Isn't she your friend? It's complicated, I think. Did something happen between you? Sort of, I guess. We kind of drifted apart over time, and now things are kind of awkward and tense. I see. Well, maybe this is an opportunity to smoothen things out between you two. I guess? I don't know. I just feel nervous about it. And that's understandable. Let's just give it some time. Okay? Okay. She pats me on the back. Is there anything else you wanted to talk about before we go back in? What was all that about the festival back there? Oh, right. I kind of just wanted to see how the conversation would play out if I just stood back and let it happen. I'm sorry to put you on the spot like that. I really didn't like it. I didn't know what you want me to say. You said exactly what you needed to. I've been trying to figure out what the plot of the game is supposed to be, and I think the Literature Club is supposed to do something special for the festival. But that's... I count on my fingers. 5 days from now. Are we going to have time to put something together? I'm sure we'll figure something out. It's also the same day your parents are coming home. That can't be a coincidence. I have a feeling something really big is going to happen on Festival Day. Dun dun dun. Foreshadowing much. Anyway. Anyway, we'll have plenty of time to figure out the details. I think we should get back inside before... no, wait, not should. Sorry, that word keeps slipping out. That's okay. I never meant that you should never say should. Just meant you shouldn't use it to feel bad about yourself. Shouldn't? You know what I mean. Right, that makes sense. Anyway, let's get back inside. Okay. Yeah. Simultaneously, lampshading the overuse of the word should, and also showing that Monika does take to heart the things that Sayori says to her. Anyway, moving on. The rest of our club members seem to have spread out. Yuri is back to reading her book. Natsuki is sitting in the corner with one of her more colorful books. Tormiza is sitting at one of the desks with her head down, having a nap. Monika goes right up to Tormiza and gently wakes her by rubbing her back. I just stand in the doorway watching them talk in low voices together. I can't bring myself to join them. I'm feeling anger bubbling up inside me again. I don't know if it's anger at Monika or anger at Tormiza, but I know I can't talk to them right now. I'm so stupid. Why didn't I talk about Tormiza to Monika when I had the chance? Sleeping in my literature club? Yeah. Yeah, occupational hazard, really. Yeah. I mean, like, there is the line in the original game in Sayori's Route. Sayori says to MC, like, this isn't the napping club, and MC is like, is there such a thing as a napping club? And then they played on that again in DDLC Plus in the trust side story when Monika falls asleep in the club room and Sayori makes fun of is this a napping club or something like that? I guess everyone naps in theirs at one time or another. Anyway, moving on. I just went on about my noose in the festival and said what I actually wanted to talk to her about. It's just easier, I guess. Monika glances back at me briefly, but turns her full attention back to Tormiza again. I do my best to push that angry feeling back down as I find another desk to sit at. Monika's just being welcoming to our new member, that's all. Nothing to be upset about. I should be happy for her. I need to remember that I brought Tormiza in here to make Monika happy. As I'm wrestling with all my jumbled up feelings, all I can think of is how much simpler things were before I opened my eyes this morning. I knew getting out of bed was a mistake. Maybe Tormiza has the right idea after all. I put my arms on the desk, put my head down on them, and close my eyes. Maybe if the literature club doesn't work out, I can start up a napping club. It'd be so much easier than stressing about what I'm going to write or who is touching who in the club room. I guess we'd all just come in and put our heads down on our desks. I imagine we bring our own pillows, of course. The teachers let us bring in our own beds. Ooh, maybe we could bring in sleeping bags, or maybe air mattresses. It could be just like a camping trip. I haven't gone camping in forever. Imagine doing that every day. It could be so much fun. I could sleep with Monika whenever I want. I giggled while giving myself a little hug, imagining it. Doki Doki Nap Club, yeah. Yeah, it's more of trying to get in Sayori being a little silly and goofy here. Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share poems. I sit up, stretch, and yawn. I feel so much better now. I should take naps more often. I go to my bag to pull up my poem and feel dumb about how rushed it is all over again. When I wrote it, I told myself I'll fix it later, but I didn't actually end up doing anything else with it. Well, sure I can count on Monika to be okay with it at least. Monika's sharing with Turquoise first. I guess I should have expected that by now. Is this what every day is going to be like from now on? Well, in that case, I guess I could share with Natsuki or Yuri first, except they're sharing with each other now. I guess with 5 people in the club, someone had to be the odd one out. Just wish it didn't make me feel so alone. After what feels like forever, Monika and Turquoise finish and I rush over to Monika. She's still watching Turquoise as she goes to Yuri next. Should I show you my poem first? Oh, right. Sorry, I'm just a little distracted. I hand her my poem. She smiles as she reads it. You were feeling a little sleepy when you wrote this, weren't you? Yeah, does it show? Kind of. Also, I want breakfast. I might have been a little hungry too. It's alright. This is a good start for our first time sharing poems. First time? Yeah, if this goes well, I think I'd like to do it again. Or even if it doesn't go well, really, I think it's just built into the game anyway. But I know you. I know you think and feel a lot more deeply than this. I'd love to see you put more of yourself into it next time. My heart swells up when she says that. She used the L word. Maybe it just slipped out, but it's gotta mean something. Okay, Monika, I'll do it. For you. I'm glad to hear it. In the meantime, here's my poem. Yeah. In case it wasn't obvious, like, the first poem is it's the Good Morning Sunshine poem, as in the one that ends with I want breakfast. Just like in Doki Doki Storm, I made the choice to not show the poems on screen. I figure everyone playing this has already played the original game, has already seen them. I don't know. When I made Storm, one of my playtesters said, could it be an option to show the poems on the screen? Because I have trouble. It's been so long since I played it. I'm having trouble remembering what they are, and I don't know. Like I feel like it might be weird if like I show some poems and not others, and I would either have to show all the poems over again, or like make up new poems for MC, and I don't know. I'm not a poet. It's I caught the I want breakfast throwback, one of my most recognized lines from the original Nice Touch. Yeah. Exactly. I think that's the line that everyone remembers from that. You don't really. Overall, I feel like you don't really need to know the contents of the poems to get what they're talking about anyway. So overall, I just decided to just not show the poems. Same as I did with Doki Doki Storm, for the same reasons. Anyway, moving on. As I read over a poem, my heart sinks again. It's called Hole in Wall, and I'm pretty sure I know what it's about. It's about the game, isn't it? That's right. And about Turquoise? Sort of. I mean, it's more about the player than Turquoise, but yeah. It's okay if you don't understand it. It's just been very much in my mind, obviously. Especially since Turquoise came to the club. I just feel like I'm so close and yet so far from what I've been looking for. She heaves a sigh while looking at Turquoise again. Yeah. Yeah, this scene, I have Monika looking off to the right a lot to indicate that she's looking at MC. Up till now, most of the time when I have Monika looking elsewhere, I have her looking up to the left. I don't know, just detail I wanted to point out, I guess. Anyway, he's silent looking at Tormiza again. I get the feeling that the player wants to reach out to me too, but neither of us knows how to do it. I wish I knew what to do next. As Monika gazes at Tormiza, my heart aches for the time when she looked at me like that. I wish I knew how to pull her attention back to me. Do you need to do anything? I mean, you said last night you were just going to give it time, right? I don't know. I just know that the more time passes, the more anxious I get about it. Well, I'm here for you. I wish that was enough. Yeah, I know. Sayori, do you think you could invite Tormiza over for dinner after club today? Why do you keep suggesting that? I just want to spend more time with her, and I think maybe she'll be more likely to join us if she hears it from you instead of me. Please, Sayori? I feel torn. I want to do anything I can to make Monika happy, but the thought of sitting with the two of them at dinner while they talk past me the whole time is just unbearable. I'll try. I know you'll do your best. She moves in to give me a quick hug. Let's move on to the poem sharing. We can talk more about this later. Okay. Now I'm dreading the thought of talking to Tormiza more than ever. I decide to go to Yuri next while I think of what to say. Hey Yuri, having fun? I suppose so, and yourself? Yeah, Monika's the best ideas. Sometimes it feels like we keep to ourselves too much in here, so I can't wait to see what everyone has written. Oh, I guess I should share mine first then. Should? I mean, you don't have to if you'd rather I go first. I don't know. Aw, you're really nervous about this, aren't you? A little. It's okay. If it makes you feel any better, mine really sucks. But I'm still going to share it with everyone, because I know we're not going to judge each other for it. I suppose that makes sense. How about you read mine first? It's called Dear Sunshine. I hand it to her. Very well. She stares at my poem for a long moment. It's okay. Okay. It sounds like there's a little more you want to say about it. I just don't want you to think I'm a know-it-all. A know-it-all? You don't know, that's what people call me, and then they hate me. I don't want anyone to hate me. Yuri, it's okay. I promise it's okay. You don't have to like it. I already said it's dumb. How about this? How about you say some things you like about it and some things you don't? Okay. I think I can do that. Well, it's a good start. The sun is a good focal point for the theme of your poem. It's the source of all life in the world, after all, and something that everyone can identify with. But don't be afraid to add more metaphors to your work. Let your mind walk through your feelings and write down the words that come to you. In particular, this last line, I want breakfast, is a very mundane line to end with. Aw, but breakfast is awesome! Well, I suppose so. In any case, with this practice, it can only mean your next work will be better. I would look forward to seeing how you improve if you ever wish to share again. Thanks, Yuri, that's really sweet of you. Was that okay? It was perfect. Can I see yours now? Very well. Yeah. Fans of Doki Doki Store may notice that Yuri's spiel there was basically copy-paste from that. I mean, there are other changes. There's other changes like building up Yuri's shyness and reluctance to talk about it and stuff. But did notice, yeah. Anyway, moving on. I read over Yuri's poem called Ghost Under the Light. It's short but full of big words that Monika would like. This is really good, Yuri. I like a spooky ghost. Hee. It isn't intended to be spooky. It's about wanting to stay in the comfort of the past while being pushed forward into the future. Wow, that's so deep. I love it. Thank you. It isn't too fancy, is it? Fancy? What do you mean? I don't know, that's the word Natsuki used. I was afraid to ask if that was good or bad. Because of the big words? I don't know, maybe? I don't think it's bad or good that you wrote it this way. I just think it's you. It's one of those things that helps me get to know you. And I wouldn't want it any other way. Okay. I suppose I could be overthinking it. I have a habit of doing that. Well, I promise I like it, and I'm sure Natsuki likes it too. Thank you. Just don't tell her I said anything about her. Oh, okay, I think I can do that. Anyway, thanks for sharing, Yuri. I decided to go to Natsuki next, still trying to think of what to say to Tormiza. Yeah, obviously, the comment about things that helps me get to know you is sort of a nod to DDLC plus the understanding story. Yeah, there's a little bit more copy paste from Storm, but it's yeah, it's sort of a mix of things. Keep the audience on their toes. What's going to be in there? Anyway, moving on. Hi, Natsuki. Hey, sorry. I hope you're having fun. It's not so bad. People aren't being too judgy so far. Sorry. Okay. That's good. I mean, nobody's gonna judge a pro, right? Yeah. Obviously, I've got nothing to worry about. Anyway, how about I check out your poem to see if it's up to my standards? I hand her my poem, still feeling a little embarrassed about it. Hey, this is alright. I want breakfast. Yeah, I can see that. You can? I suddenly feel very conscious of my tummy. Well, yeah, if you go at your breakfast the same way you did with my cupcakes. I guess no food is safe when you're around. I guess not. Anyway, this is fine, but let me show you what real literature looks like. She hands me her poem. It's called Eagles Can Fly. It's about a bunch of cute animals. Wait, not cute. I'm not supposed to say it's cute. This is really good, Natsuki. And it's definitely not cute at all. Okay, I get it. I guess I asked for that. It's just funny because Yuri did the same thing. She did? Yeah, well, to be honest, it's a good thing she did. I was ready to jump down her throat if she called it cute. Yeah. Incidentally, notice that Yuri and Natsuki share poems with each other first, as opposed to the original where they go last, and that's when the argument happens. This is just me shuffling things around a bit. And Yuri didn't call it... Like, Natsuki still called Yuri's poem fancy, but Yuri at least didn't call Natsuki's poem cute, so it sort of sidestepped the argument. Anyway. But she was actually pretty cool about it. Oh, that's really sweet. Don't say that. I mean, don't tell her I said that. I mean, never mind. The important thing is you like it, so let's just move on. Okay, here you go. Hand her poem back to her. No, wait. Actually, there was one other thing I wanted to ask you. Huh? Yesterday, when Monika was wiping the icing off your face, you said something that made her blush super hard. What did you say? Oh, I don't think Monika wants me to say. Yeah, well, I'm calling in the favor for the cupcakes. You owe me one. Just tell me what you said, and we'll call it even. Why do you want to know? Because she made fun of my poem and my manga in front of everyone. I just need something to get back at her. Come on, fair's fair, right? I guess I can't argue with that. Neither can Monika. Okay, well, she asked me to stop moaning, and I said that didn't bother you before. That's hilarious. And also too much information, but mostly hilarious. So, we're even now? Yeah, we're good. I'm just surprised you'd be so embarrassed about that, considering you two were making out in the club room before. What? I mean, weren't you? My mind is going over everything from the last few days. Monika and I kissed a lot, but it was only at my place, not at school. No? But Yuri said, well, when she came into the club the first time, you and Monika were making out. We were hugging. Oh. Well, I just thought... Never mind. Natsuki suddenly rushes out of the room. I'm left standing there bewilderedly holding my poem. What was that all about? Yeah, more hinting at the fact that Yuri and Natsuki were talking among themselves at some point. Maybe being a little gossipy. Anyway, what was that all about? Well, guess there's nothing left but to go to Tarmusa now. Somehow, she looks as wary as I feel. This is a fun track here. This is MC's theme that was written for Doki Doki Rewind Replay. It is a fun track, yeah. They got this accordion thing and a tuba going on. It's Yeah, because I mentioned over in Devster, like Doki Doki Club meetings server, um, this track because it was released to the public when Kronos canceled the mod, and so that's one of the tracks that I snatched up for use in this mod. I remember Dev said that they weren't too fond of it as an MC track because excuse me, it's kind of it's kind of a dopey sound, I guess, kind of a sad sack kind of sound, like somebody said. It's which probably doesn't fit Club Meetings version of MC, but I think it fits this version of MC because MC in this mod is still kind of dense and also kind of kind of a loner, kind of kind of not doing the greatest socially, I guess you could say. Dopey said it always. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It just I'm pretty fond of the track. I think it fits well in this mod. It did have some issues converting it to work for this because like the song is a different length like it than the original tracks. Like the original tracks for the song. The song is called "Okay Everyone." They're like the base game has 5 different versions of "Okay Everyone." Like the base version of it and a different version for each of the girls. Like I guess there's also the creepy Yuri version. So, but anyway, aside from that, um, they're written they're made to be the same length and the same tempo and everything, so that you can easily fade from one to the other and I took advantage of that in this. Like, you may have noticed that it played Monika's version when Monika was on the screen, and then it faded into Yuri's version when Yuri was on the screen, and so on. But the fact that this one actually goes at a different tempo, and it's a different length, like it's double the length of the original track. So I had to do some tinkering to get it to fit. Like I made Renpai do a little math to make it fade to the right part of the song. I think the result works out really really well. I mean, if you didn't notice any issues, that means I did it right. I designed it to be seamless. It's the kind of thing that if I didn't do it right, it would stand out and you go, what the heck was that? But yeah, I'm pretty pleased with how I fit it together. Anyway, moving right along. Somehow she looks as wary as I feel. Hi, Tremisa. Hey. Having fun? It's fine. I'm ready for her to come at me with questions or accusations about yesterday, but instead there's just an awkward pause. So, do you want to read my poem first? Don't worry, it's not any good. Heh, can't be any worse than mine, but we'll see. I hand her my poem and she looks over it. I take it back. It is worse than mine. Hey, don't be mean. Oh, come on. I want breakfast? This is so stupid. You wrote this at the last minute this morning, didn't you? I still worked hard on it. It took hours. Hours? This looks like you wrote it in 5 minutes. I spent hours brainstorming. Sure, sure. Sayori, what are you doing here? Like, why are you in this club? What are you trying to prove? I've just discovered that I really like writing, that's all. That's obviously not true. Why do you even bother lying about it? Who do you think you're fooling? Because it makes Monika happy and I'd do anything for her. But do you even realize how weird it is you put so much work into dragging me into this when you're not even into it yourself? Looking down, shuffling my feet. You know, sometimes I feel like I've got you figured out, and others I just don't understand why you do what you do. And I wonder if you even know yourself. Did you... Suddenly Termisa seems to be having trouble looking at me too. Did you really just want to be friends again? I would have said anything if it meant I could give Monika what she wants, but that part was at least sort of true. Is it really so weird? Sayori... Teresa's voice takes on a gentler tone. It's been too long. We've changed too much. I don't think we can have the same kind of friendship we had before. To be honest, I find it really awkward having to spend time with you now. Well, I have to try. I know I'll regret it if I don't try. Maybe we can bring it back if we just spend some more time together? Maybe you could come to my place for dinner after school. Yesterday, you told everyone I was joining before I even got here, so I would look like the bad guy if I said no. That's not friendly, it's manipulative. It does not make me want to spend time with you. Honestly, if it wasn't for Monika, I probably would have left already. My eyes widened as I looked at her again. You're thinking of leaving the club? No, Sayori. Some harshness come back to her voice. Unlike you, I keep my promises. I said I'd join the club, so I'm staying. You just said you were staying for Monika. Well, you know, she just seems really nice. I just hate to let her down, that's all. Uh-huh. Look, let's just get on with this. Here's my poem. She roughly hands it to me. As I look over the poem, my heart sinks again. I know exactly what the intent was behind it. Go ahead and tell me it sucks. I can tell you don't like it. Monika would like this. What? Don't joke about that. I'm not joking. I can tell you wrote this for her. Keep your voice down. I didn't write it for anyone, and anyway, there's no way I could impress her. Don't be stupid. I mean, okay, she did say she liked it, but I'm sure she was just being nice. I'll bet she says that to everyone. Do you want to impress her? I guess? I mean, she's obviously an experienced writer, so if it gets her approval, then it must mean I'm doing well. I know that if I want her to come over for dinner, I should let her know that Monika will be there, but somehow I can't quite bring myself to say it. Just keep doing what you're already doing. I hand her poem back to her. With that poem, you're on the right track. You think so? I nod sadly. This isn't a trick, right? I shake my head sadly. Oh, thanks. I'm sorry if I was a little too harsh earlier. I don't know. I guess this is just a bit of a weird situation for me. Maybe I'm being oversensitive. Okay. Maybe it's a good time to move on then. Sure. Yeah, that's, excuse me. Note how, Termuse's tone, or Femc's tone, completely changes between talking about Sayori and talking about Monika. Yeah, this is a bit of a shift from like the base game. Assuming that the game is like, you know, dating simulator format. Monika's sort of there to be the tutorial character. Like she's whatever poem you choose. Like she talks about what kind of poems that the other girls like. And so this is a bit of a switch up here, where Sayori's saying this is something that'll appeal to Monika. And of course, you know, Femc being evasive and saying, I just, you know, I'm not trying to impress her. I just, you know, it just means, if she likes that, means I'm doing well at the club. You know, like the same sort of evasive language that MC of the original game uses. Like MC in the original game, he's always so wishy-washy, so non-committal. Like about everything. He can't commit to anything. He always has to couch all his statements in I didn't mean it that way. I didn't mean it that way. Trying to just not willing to commit himself to anyone. He tries to be diplomatic about everything constantly. You know, because he's supposed to be the everyman. He's supposed to be like everything to everybody and not really have any character traits of his own, so the audience can project themselves onto him. And so there's maybe a wee bit of that in Femc here. Anyway, moving right along. I'm feeling drained now. I don't know how much more I can take of seeing Monika and Tormuza looking at each other and talking to each other and talking about each other. Just have to keep reminding myself there's nothing to worry about. After all, at the end of the day, Monika's coming home with me, and then I can get all the Mana kisses I want. I smile to myself thinking about it. And then my smile immediately fades when I see Monika go up to Tormuza to continue talking to her. Really? Really? She didn't even come talk to me first. I'm trying really hard to push down that angry, jealous feeling as I turn my attention away from them. Focus on Natsuki and Yuri instead. They seem to be arguing about something? But why did you say they were making out? Excuse me? I said no such thing. You said when you first came into the club they were embracing. That means they were kissing, right? Not necessarily. In this case, I meant that they were holding each other. Well, thanks a lot. You made me look like an idiot. Begging your pardon, but you did that all by yourself. And people say I jump to conclusions. Oh, har, whatever. What am I going to say to Sayori now? You could just ask her yourself. Yuri points to me and Natsuki turns to face me. Yeah, don't sneak up on me like that. Oh, sorry, I was just wondering what you were talking about. Sayori, I didn't mean that thing I said about you and Monika making out. It was, a joke. Yeah, that's it. Blame Yuri, it was her idea. Me? You're the one who kept saying you shipped them together. Well, you're the one who put the idea in my head. I told you it was just speculation. Oh, sure. When I do it, it's shipping. But when you do it, it's just speculation. I see how it works. I thought I was clear that it's impolite to ship real people together. That's an activity best reserved for fictional characters. People generally consider it creepy if you suggest that they should be together romantically. Oh yeah? I guess you would know all about creepy, huh? Were you speculating about someone, Yuri? We don't need to talk about that right now. But when you're pretending to read your book, you're secretly fantasizing about Monika and Sayori getting together, right? Yeah. Real talk, though, by the way. Don't ship real people together. Shipping is something that is best reserved for fictional characters. It's weird if you tell actual people that they should be together with a particular person. It's a bit of an awkward, uncomfortable thing. Well, this has been my TED Talk. Anyway, moving on. Oh, we are together. Huh? Monika and I are seeing each other, like, romantically, like we're girlfriends. See? I told you. Wait, didn't Monika tell you already? Not at all. All Monika's been talking about the past couple of days is Tormuza. Yes, even during poem sharing, it was a little awkward. I see. It's getting harder to push down that jealous feeling as I look over at Monika and Tormuza again. Whoa, wait, hang on a second. She isn't... Natsuki lowers her voice to whisper. Tormuza isn't actually trying to steal your girl, is she? I force a smile back on my face as I turn back to Natsuki. Oh, no. Monika's just being welcoming of our new member, that's all. Monika didn't welcome Yuri and I that way. Yuri and me. Huh? Yuri and me would be more grammatically correct in this case. Whatever. Anyway, my point is, something's obviously going on there. Well, can't think of any more excuses. You can't really deny it when other people are noticing it too. Aren't you going to fight for your girl? No, I mean, I don't want to fight anyone. Doesn't it bother you, seeing them going on like that? I glance at Monika and Tormuza again, still talking, then force myself to look back at Natsuki. It's getting harder to keep the smile on my face. Come on, Sayori. Let yourself get a little angry. You can't just bottle it up. I don't know about that. Remember what happened the other day? Maybe it's prudent for her to bottle it up just a little bit? What's this reaction to his smiley face there? Is this the... Sorry, Bottles, that's a great idea for a poem. Hey! You caught it! That was indeed the intended lead-in to Sayori writing the Bottles poem. But, yeah. The other thing I did want to comment on is Natsuki shipping Sayori and Monika together. It is in sort of a nod to DDLC Plus, where Natsuki has a weird line at one point. She's showing Sayori her manga and says, like, I know which character you're going to ship yourself with. And I remember when I read that, I was like, ship yourself with? Excuse me? Like, again, generally shipping is an activity best saved for fictional characters, not shipping yourself with, or shipping real people with. Yeah, anyway. But I took that aspect, that notion that Natsuki is the sort of person who ships real people together, and carried it on into this. And which, funnily enough, Club Meetings does that too. When Natsuki's trying to get Sayori and MC together. And I do believe that was written before DDLC Plus came out, so it's one of those weirdly prescient things, I guess. Anyway, moving on. Maybe it's prudent for her to bottle it up a little bit? Alright, never mind. I know what to do. Suddenly, Natsuki calls across the room. Yo, Monika. Huh? Is it true you're banging Sayori? What? Yeah, you know. Natsuki proceeds to do a perfect imitation of the noise I made while I was eating cupcakes yesterday. At least, I think that's what she's doing. Do I really sound like that? Monika's reactions. Stop it! Stop it! Natsuki just continues making the same sound, only louder. Monika stands there looking increasingly flustered, until she finally runs out of the room, blushing furiously. Holy crap, that was even funnier than I expected. Yeah. Can't help giggling along with Natsuki. Some part of me feels bad for embarrassing Monika, but the larger part of me is just glad that Natsuki stopped Monika from talking to Tormusa. What the hell was that? I'll admit I'm a bit confused myself. It's nothing to worry about. Anyway, we're all done sharing poems, right? How did everyone feel about it? Well, I was nervous at first, but in the end I'd say it was worth it. Natsuki's being her homie, sure. Yeah, I mean, like I said it before, I'll say it again. I like the idea of Natsuki channeling her tsundere energy into being protective of her friends, and I don't know. I kind of wrote her as having some degree of affection for Sayori, I guess you could say. And anyway, moving right along. I'd say it was worth it. Yeah, it was alright. I'd say the same, but shouldn't we wait for Monika to get back to discuss this? It's probably fine. I do have to admit that I'm a little worried about how badly embarrassed she is, but I think I need a moment before I can face her again. I mean, she and I talked during poem sharing, and we were thinking of doing this again for tomorrow, if everyone's okay with it. Yeah, I was just getting warmed up. Just you, wait. I'll blow you all away tomorrow. Same for me. I mean, I agree with Natsuki's sentiment, at least. Sure, that's fine. I think I'm gonna go look for Monika, if that's alright with everyone else. Oh, okay. In that case, I'll go with you. In fact, how about we end our club session for today? Remember, everyone, we're all going to share another poem tomorrow. Now that we all have a bit of experience, I'm sure our next ones will turn out even better. Mine couldn't be any worse, at least. Very well, then. Okay, see ya. As soon as I step out the door, I start moving. Whoa, hey, why are you in such a hurry all of a sudden? So I can find her before you do. I just think I know where she might be. She probably went to the bathroom. Just as I'm saying that, I see Monika come out of the girls' bathroom up ahead. Oh, hey Tormusa, Natsuki's such a little joker, huh? Haha, she's so silly. Don't pay any attention to her. We just wanted to check on you to make sure you're okay. You ran out very suddenly. Oh, that's very sweet of you, but I'm fine. I just had to go to the bathroom, that's all. Anyway, let's get back to the club. Oh, I already ended the club meeting. Oh, take a shot. More copyright infringement. Club meeting. Anyway. You did? Yeah, sorry, but don't worry, I told everyone to write another poem for tomorrow. Ah, that's good. I guess we should all go home then. Let me get my stuff, and we can all go together. Oh, are you walking with us again? Of course. Didn't Sayori tell you? I spend a lot of time at her place these days. Alright, let's go. And once again, I'm walking between them while they talk past me. They continue doing that all the way home. Okay, here's my place. See you tomorrow. Bye, Termisa. Bye? As Termisa walks up the steps to her house, Monika frantically gestures to me behind her back. I slowly shake my head while whispering, I know, I'm sorry. Monika looks devastated, sadly turning to watch Termisa go inside her house. Come on, let's go inside. I reach out to her, but she doesn't take my hand as we go into my house. Uh-oh. What the hell was that? You didn't ask her to join us. I already did earlier. She didn't want to. I'm sorry. I tried. I really did. You can tell Monika's trying to push down her anger, but I don't think it's working. And what was that all about with Natsuki? Are you going around telling everyone we had sex? No. I just said we're girlfriends. Natsuki did that on her own. What we did in the bedroom isn't anyone else's business. It's private, Sayori. I know. I didn't tell her anything about that. I just said we're seeing each other as girlfriends. We agreed we were going to tell everyone about that part, really? Right? Well, it sure looks like you're trying to sabotage things between me and the player, Sayori. Are you sure there isn't anything else you said about us? Yes, I swear. I'm sorry, I know you're mad. If there's something I can do to help, you know I'll do it. There's no fixing this, Sayori. I just have to hope the player thought it was some kind of weird joke or something. I'm sorry, but maybe there's something we could do to take your mind off of it? Like, we could go for a walk? Oh, and maybe we can go shopping and get that stuff we need for cooking. You said it could be fun to cook together, right? I'm not in the mood for cooking, Sayori. Okay. Well, maybe we could watch a movie together? Or exercise together? Or write together? Ooh, or maybe we could shower together again. It was kind of neat having your help to apply the soap the other day. I know you were upset. I just want to make you happy again. Please tell me if there's anything I can do to make you happy. Maybe, ooh, I haven't done my sit-ups yet. Could you hold my feet for me while I do that? Fine. We get into position on the floor and I get started. Yeah, Monika, it changed this time around. Like, she's looking increasingly disinterested. Whereas before she was getting all flustered while it was happening. Thank you, Monika. I know I can always count on your help. Sure. I was hoping that would make her smile and blush like before, but I guess not. She's just staring off into space like she's barely aware I'm here. She doesn't even react to me when I shimmy over next to her on the floor and start rubbing her back with one hand. Are you still mad at me? No, I mean, not exactly. I just have a lot on my mind right now. She stands up and I stand up too. I think maybe your first idea was a good one. I'm going for a walk. By myself, though. I just need some time to myself to think. Okay. Hugs before you go? I open my arms to her. She gives me a very brief hug, patting me on the back almost immediately before moving away from me toward the door. I still care about you. I hope you feel better soon. I care about you too. I'll see you later. After Monika leaves, I stare at the door for a long moment. Yeah, so, yeah, obviously a lot going on there. Tensions rising between Sayori and Monika. Also, note that I didn't actually confirm any sexual activities they may or may not have had during those in-between scenes from the other day. Yeah, and Sayori continuing to try to smooth things over, and Monika just becoming increasingly distant. Oh well. Anyway, after Monika leaves, I stare at the door for a long moment. All day I wanted to confront her about what's going on between her and Termisa, but when I finally had the chance, I just didn't. Why do I keep doing that? I've been doing it all day. I was just so eager to spend time with her, I couldn't bring myself to say anything that would make her angrier. And now it's bugging me all over again that Monika was just going on about Termisa and the player and so on. Maybe Natsuki's right. Maybe I do keep things bottled up too much. I'm hungry. I want to get dinner, but I'd rather eat with Monika, and she could get back any minute. Maybe I'll just get started on that poem while I wait. Yeah. Another dramatic music track playing here. A sense of like I pick a song for the fact that it has a sort of a sense of impending, like a sense of building tension. But yeah, I also wanted to comment on that whole thing. This is a struggle that I've gone through personally. Actually, like thinking back to one of my past relationships where I had a girlfriend who was being really distant, and to a point that I had a problem with it, but like anytime we were together, I was just so happy to be with her that it was like I couldn't bring myself to be confrontational about it. And nope, that was a low point there. It's just I don't know. Communication is important in relationships. It's all a learning experience, I guess. It's something I sort of had to figure out over time, I suppose. Huh. I can't claim to be the best at it still, for that matter, but yeah, I don't know. Confrontation is something I struggle with, you could say. Especially confrontation with people I care about. It's tough. It's tough to bring up stuff like that. And for Sayori, for someone who is like very much a people pleaser kind of personality, it's that's the real struggle for her. Like actually confronting Monika about the things that she's doing that bother her. Anyway, moving right along. Once again, I pull up my notebook and sit at my desk. Alright, time to write about my feelings again. This morning's poem was just embarrassing. Time to take it seriously this time. All I can think about is Monika and Turquoise. Why is Monika so fixated on her? Why can't she just get over her? This scene will end very well. Yeah, exactly. I'm right here. How do I get her to pay attention to me again? But I can't just let that all out. It's like Yuri said, I should probably keep it bottled up. I'll just upset her otherwise. I don't want Monika upset. I want her happy. But Monika also said she would love to see me put more of myself into my poem, so maybe I should? I don't know. My confused thoughts and feelings bounce around in my head as I write down everything that comes to me. Eventually I have something I can be satisfied with and put my poem away for tomorrow. The sound of my stomach growling tells me that it's well past dinner time. Where's Monika? I really thought she'd be here by now. Just as I'm thinking that, I hear the sound of a doorbell ringing coming from next door. Strange. Who would be visiting this late in the evening? Then I hear voices and I freeze in shock. Hi, Turquoise. Monika, what are you doing here? Do they know I can hear them? This is a little embarrassing. I was just passing by and I remembered you live here and I was hoping you could help me with something. My phone just died and I need an outlet to charge it. Can I come in? Yeah, sure. Hehe, thanks. You hear the sound of a door closing and then silence. Why would Monika go to Turquoise's house to charge her phone when I'm right here? Who would she even need to call? Of course, the answer is obvious, but I still find myself trying to make excuses for her. Maybe she's still feeling a little upset with me and doesn't feel ready to face me yet, and also doesn't feel ready to go home and deal with her parents. Even after an hour has passed, I'm still thinking, maybe her phone just charges really slowly. And after another hour passes, my excuses just feel more and more stupid. And another hour. It's dark out by the time I hear the door open and the sound of Monika and Turquoise saying goodnight to each other. I guess I can at least be glad she didn't spend the night there. I sure would feel better if she would come back to bed with me. Well, the next day. Going into, I guess this is day 9 now, right? Yep. More building tensions between Monika and Sayori. Oh dear. As Dev says, this scene will end very well. Definitely, obviously. How could it not? I need to get some more water. I will be right back. And back again. The next day. It's almost time for club, and I haven't heard from Monika all day. I still don't even know what I'm going to say to her when I get there. When I enter the club room, Natsuki and Yuri are the only ones there. Hi, Sayori. There's Yuri saying hi to hi again. Just keeping that going. Anyway. Hi, Yuri. Hey, where's Monika? Huh? She's not here yet? No. I hate to say I told you so, but I did. Well, you don't have to be so smug about it. Natsuki was expecting you and Monika to arrive late together. Well, I don't know. There are empty classrooms everywhere, so it just seems like the best time for them to fool around. I mean, if they wanted to. Sayori and Monika wouldn't be so irresponsible when they're supposed to be running the club. Yeah, fine, whatever. As long as she doesn't walk in at the same time as Tormusa. My stomach tightens up at the thought. I have to focus to keep my smile on my face. Fooling around? Fooling around together? What could you mean by that, Natsuki? What kind of fooling around are you talking about? Anyway, moving on. Hey, Yuri. What color do you get when you mix blue and green? That's a bit of an odd question, but cyan? Oh, huh. That's like a printer ink color. Is that a problem? I don't know. I'm just trying to come up with ship names, and I just got the idea of combining Sayori's and Monika's eye colors. I still disapprove of the shipping, although I suppose if they're already together it's a moot point. How about Turquoise? Uh-oh, name drop. Title drop. I had to fit Turquoise in here somewhere. Admittedly, this is a little bit shoehorned in, but... anyway. It's the color of a blue-green precious stone that's said to bring luck, peace, and protection. That's copy-paste from a Google search for turquoise. I feel no shame in it. I don't even know if that fits any themes I have going on in this mod, to be honest. Seriously, I just called it turquoise because blue-green, Sayori's blue eyes and Monika's green eyes. Plus, I figured turquoise, it's such an unusual name that nobody else is going to pick it. So if I do a search for like Doki Turquoise, it's only going to, or DDLC Turquoise, it's only going to turn up my mod. It's not going to turn up anyone else's mod or anything like that. Like things like one of my previous mods was called End of the Literature Club, and I kind of regret that because it's like it's a really obvious phrase that gets used a lot. So searching for End of the Literature Club turns up a lot of stuff that isn't my mod. But yeah, turquoise, because I wanted to have a unique name. Anyway, moving right along. It's the color of a blue-green precious stone that's said to bring luck, peace, and protection. Hey, not bad. That one sounds kind of fancy. So, being fancy is good? Sure it is. Hey, Sayori, what do you think of the name Turquoise for you and Monika? Yuri's spoiler. Like, Yuri was feeling insecure about the fact that Natsuki called her poem fancy the other day. But so like, Natsuki, so this question, like, so being fancy is good? Now she feels pleased about it. It's like, oh, Natsuki called me fancy. That's a good thing. All right. You know? Anyway, moving on. I like it. It makes it sound kind of special. Hee. And speaking of Monika, I wanted to ask you something, Natsuki. Yeah, what's up? Before I can say another word, Tormusa comes in the door. Hi, Tormusa. Hi, Yuri. Yuri greeting her as well. Because she's like, was a part of a well-established pattern. She just compulsively greets everybody now. Anyway. Hi, Yuri. She looks around. Monika isn't here yet? No. We rather thought you might know where she is. Me? Why would I know? You have to ask. You've basically been hanging off her every day since you joined the club. Whoa, hold on a second. First off, there's nothing between me and Monika. She's just really nice and welcoming, that's all. Secondly, it's not like I can track her movements or something. How would I know where she is? Well, I don't know. It just seems really suspicious to me. Whatever. Anyway, what were you going to say, Sayori? Suddenly feel really awkward about asking in front of Tormusa, so I quickly come up with something else different to say. I'm hungry. You're hungry? Yeah, and I was wondering if you'd like to come with me to buy a snack? Oh, yeah, sure, we can do that. Just don't give her any money, huh? Sayori's about to say she forgot to bring money and ask you to buy a snack for her. Hey, no, it's not like that. It's not like that. Oh, yeah? How about you show us the inside of your purse, Sayori? Let's see how much money you have. How about you back the hell off? Asking to see your purse? Seriously? What's wrong with you? But hold on, you don't understand. This is just what Sayori does. She's done it to me like 100 times. Or maybe you're just being a big jerk. I'm not a jerk, she's a jerk. Pretending to want to go for a walk so she can get free food? Yuri, you agree with me, right? Well, obviously Sayori should only buy what she can responsibly afford. There, see? However, asking to see the inside of her purse is a clear violation of her privacy and highly inappropriate. So, you think I'm a jerk too? I think I'm going to go read my book now. Come on, Sayori, let's go. Wait, Sayori, I thought I told you to back off. Natsuki grabs my arm and practically drags me out of the room. Yeah, so, like I said, you know, Natsuki being protective of her friends. Plus, this is obviously a nod to Super Soon mode, yeah. Natsuki to the rescue. like it's obviously this is a nod to Sayori asking MC to go for a walk, and he asks to see the inside of her purse, which is a bit of an odd, out of context, it's a bit of an odd thing to do. Asking to see the inside of someone's purse, you know. So I have Natsuki draw attention to that. It's like, what are you doing? Yeah. Anyway, moving right along. Natsuki continues fuming as we head to the vending machines. Oh yeah, and I got to use the "Play With Me" song. That friggin' nerve of her. Who does she think she is? She's not that bad, really. I mean, she's right. I have tricked her into giving me money before. Yeah, well, I don't know. I just get a bad feeling about her. Anyway, that's not really what I wanted to talk to you about. I just didn't want to talk in front of Termusa. Ha! I knew it. So what's up? Well, you have experience with cooking, right? Well, more like baking, but sure. Right, well, I was wondering if you could teach me how to make those delicious cupcakes you made. Wow, hang on. I can't just hand out my secrets just like that. Please? It'd mean a lot to me if you could help me out. Hey, I bake because it makes people happy. If everyone's doing it, it loses some of its specialness. Why do you want to know anyway, aside from the obvious? Because I suck at cooking, and I embarrassed myself in front of Monika the other day with it. And I just really want to impress her. So I can, win her back again. Win her back? I thought you two were already together. Well, we are, but, Tormusa. I slowly nod. Natsuki reaches into her bag and pulls out her phone. What's your phone number? Oh, I gave her my number and she enters it into her phone. Thanks. I'll text you the recipe later. My eyes widen. Really? Just promise me you'll use it only to impress Monika and nothing else. Sure, I promise. Thank you so much, Natsuki. Don't hug me. I slowly lower my arms. Right. I mean, I really appreciate it. It's fine. I need to get Miss Jerkface away from Monika. Yeah. Yeah. Incidentally, it's one of those things that's like earlier on, she referred to MC or FemC as Miss Big Shot. It says Mr. Big Shot or Mr. Jerkface if you choose the male MC. Just fun fact there. And moving on. Aw, she's not that bad. I'm sure if you get to know her, you'll find her fun to be around. Well, whatever. You do you, I guess. Anyway, we should probably actually get a snack while we're out here, or it'll look weird. Oh, I didn't actually want a snack. I really just wanted to talk to you away from Termusa. I don't even have any money with me. Fine. I'll just buy you a snack. You really don't have to. I said it's fine. She put some coins into the vending machine and pushed the buttons for 2 cookies to come out. Just don't tell Termusa about it. I don't want her thinking she was right. I have to stop myself from hugging her as she hands me a coconut-flavored cookie. I hug the cookie instead. Jeez, just eat it. We each unwrap our cookies as we head back to the club room. You think I could try some of yours too? Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Jeez, now I wish I'd thrown it at your head. Fine. I'm really happy you shared it with me. Yeah, obviously this is some dialogue that's lifted from the original game. Only this time around, Natsuki didn't throw the cookie at her head. I mean, even in the original game, it does say the cookies were individually wrapped, so she must have gotten them from like a vending machine or something. Anyway, moving on. Uh-oh. Oh, it's you. You here to apologize or something? What? Apologize for what? You're the one that tried to humiliate me in front of the whole club. You did it first. You made fun of my manga and my poem. Okay, fine. Natsuki, I'm sorry I made fun of your interests. Can we please not have any more talk about who is sleeping with who in the club room? Fine by me. Anyway, I'm gonna go in. I have a feeling you two have a lot to talk about. Yes, we do. Natsuki walks around Monika and enters the club room. Why are you standing outside the club room? Oh, I was just trying to work up the nerve to go inside. To be honest, I was afraid to face you again. Afraid? Does it have something to do with the fact that you didn't come home after your walk last night? Huh? Yes, I did. You didn't come to my home. Right, sorry. Where'd you go? Can we talk about this later? I feel like I'm burning up inside. All the accusations I want to let out are bubbling over. I don't think I can keep them bottled up much longer. Did you visit Turquoise? Yes. How did you know? I'm right next door to her. I could hear your voices. You could? How much did you hear? I just heard you going inside, but I know you were in there for hours. Oh, I see. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you, but when you didn't invite her over yesterday, I guess I just got desperate. I just really wanted to see her again. Well, do you feel better now that you've had the chance to spend the evening with her? Look, and tell you what, after club today I'll come home with you, to your home, and we'll talk all about it. I've been really unfair to you and I'm really sorry, but right now let's finish the club session. Everyone is waiting for us. It's still burning up inside. I don't like leaving it like this, but I also don't like fighting. Besides, she promised we'd talk about it at my place, right? I force a smile back onto my face. Okay. Hugs before we go? She gets a big relieved smile on her face as she opens her arms. Her hug is definitely a lot warmer than the one she gave me yesterday. It has visual back rubbing and everything. All my anger melts away and I feel like I could just turn into a puddle in her arms. How can I stay mad at her when I love her so much? After club, we're gonna go back to my place and talk everything out and everything's gonna be okay. I try to shift my position so I can kiss her, but just as I'm doing that, she pats me on the back and pulls away. Let's not get carried away. Everyone's waiting for us. We don't want to be here all evening. Fine. But do you think we could... Can we spend some time together in the club today? We haven't really done that in a few days. Sure. Yeah, let's do that. I take her hand and lead her into the club room. When we get back inside, everyone seems to be in their own corner of the room. Shoot, there's something I was going to say, and now I can't remember where it was. Yeah, well, I don't know. Monika's just obviously being evasive about what she was doing over at MC's place, getting visibly, noticeably nervous when the subject came up. Anyway, tension's building. Anyway, moving right along. When we get back inside, everyone seems to be in their own corner of the room. Natsuki and Yuri are reading their own books, and Turquoise is sitting by herself with nothing in front of her. Hello, Monika. Monika, hey! Monika pulls her hand away from mine. Hi, everyone. Sorry I'm so late. I just had some errands to run before club, and I lost track of time. Yeah, like, Yuri just popped up just so she could say hi, just to fill in her saying hi quota. Anyway, let's just carry on with what you're doing. I'll let you know when it's time to share poems. Just as Monika and I are finding a place to sit, Turquoise comes up to us. Hey, Moni and I have things to do together today. Yeah, sorry, Turquoise. Don't worry, we can talk some more later. Actually, I wanted to talk to Sayori for a moment, if that's okay. This seems like as good a time as any, by the way, to bring up something I wanted to mention. The left hand raised sprite that MC has here. It's just like raised up like this for the MC sprite, but the right hand sprite is like behind his head for the male MC sprite, which doesn't convey the same emotion. So it's a bit awkward. But yeah, so I basically I don't know, for the male MC, having his hand behind his head makes it look like a nervous gesture kind of thing, whereas with femc holding your hand up like that, it only works as a nervous gesture if she does it as like for one frame. So as a result, MC only has that pose for one frame at a time. It's an imperfect setup, but it's what I had to work with the sprites that were available. Yeah, I don't know. Just thought I'd mention that. Anyway, moving on. Actually, I want to talk to Sayori for a moment, if that's okay. Sorry, just Sayo and Moni. We look at each other a moment. I think we're both caught off guard. I think Sayori and I are spending time together today, Tormisa. I just wanted to say I'm sorry for the way I talked to you earlier. I was way out of line, and I'm sorry, that's all. It's okay, I'm not mad about it or anything. Let's just leave it for now, and we can talk more later, okay? Okay, that's fine. Tormisa goes back to her desk, and I turn my attention back to Monika. Did you just call me Moni? I hope that's okay. It's fine, it's cute, I just wasn't expecting it. Anyway, what was that all about? We just had a little disagreement earlier. I hope you weren't giving her a hard time or anything. Oh, no. It was just a misunderstanding, that's all. It's nothing to worry about. Okay, that's good. Anyway, while we're here, it would probably be a good idea to come up with what we're doing for the festival next week. Oh, yeah. Do you have any ideas? Me? Well, you said yourself yesterday we want to grow the club. That was just the first thing that came to mind. You're so much smarter than me, I'll bet you could come up with 1,000,000 more ideas than me. Give yourself some credit. Even if you were just following your instincts, that's good, because you have good instincts. In fact, your programming probably makes you instinctively follow what the story is supposed to be. Are you saying you don't actually want to grow the club? I'm mostly indifferent about it, I guess. Everyone I would want is already here. I'm going to pretend she's talking about me and that you didn't glance at Tormisa just now. Still, I think it would be good to run with what you come up with, and so we can see what happens. Okay, we're probably going to seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. This line, this is me smoothly slipping in copy-paste from the original game here into the conversation. This is from Sayori's route. The conversation between Sayori and Monika. Anyway, moving on. Alright, what about... Maybe this is a good opportunity to make those posters you wanted. Ooh, yeah, that could be fun. What do I put on the posters, though? How about, do you like literature? I mean, it worked before. Monika, this is our opportunity to show people what literature is all about. We want to look fun and exciting. Like, remember how you felt when we were in the park together that day when you wrote for me? That was very personal. How did it feel, though? I mean, there's a lot going on at the time. I guess I felt a sense of catharsis from it. What? It means emotional release. Like, even though I was writing about something sad, it felt good to let it out. Because I got to share it with you. It was a pretty intimate moment. That's it. Huh? Sharing your feelings. Saying the things you can't normally say. That's what literature's about. So that's what we need to show at the festival. So, like, you want to put our poems on display. Not intimate enough. You do know what that word means, right? Another not so subtle nod to DDLC Plus in the trust story when Sayori suggests their vision statement could be intimate with us, and then quickly says, no, I'm just joking. Anyway, moving on. You do know what that word means, right? What if we read our poems out loud to people? Oh, okay, like a poetry performance. Yeah, that'll really show the school what we're about. Okay, I don't know. I feel a little funny about that. Are you overthinking again? Probably. I mean, I've never done anything like that before. Eh? But haven't you made speeches in debate club and at assemblies and stuff? Well, it's easier when I'm reciting a prepared statement about school issues or whatever. It's a lot different if I'm broadcasting about my personal feelings. Then again, if no one in the school is real, it probably doesn't matter anyway. But then it's kind of like pouring my heart out to a brick wall, so I tap her on the forehead. Stop overthinking! This is exactly the kind of situation it's better to just dive in and do it. Trust me on this one, it's gonna be great. Okay. I trust you. That line, I trust you again. But, so we're basically going to be standing outside the club room shouting poetry at anyone who passes by? It'll be way better if we can get people to come into the club room. Luckily, we have a secret weapon to bring people in here. What's that? Cupcakes! Natsuki already said she'd be okay with making them for the festival, so yeah. Okay. I can see that working. So I imagine we'd be at the front of the room presenting our poems, and each desk would have a pamphlet and a cupcake on it. It's like the power of suggestion that way. Each person that comes in will feel obligated to sit down if they want their cupcake. Good, but could be more intimate. We want the audience to be intimate with us, remember? Innuendos, Sayori. What if we get the people to come in to present poems too? What? No one's going to want to do that. I barely want to do it. Sure they will. That'll be part of the fun of coming in here. Random people walking in aren't going to have poems ready to present. That's just silly. They will if we tell them ahead of time. That's what we'll put on the posters. Yeah, I guess that could work. Today's Thursday. If we can get the posters up today, people have all of tomorrow to see them, then all of the weekend to prepare. Yeah. That's for anyone who's having trouble keeping track of the days so far. I did actually track the events of this mod day by day, and yep, it's Thursday at this point. I have to say, I'm you know, at the risk of like sounding like I'm just tooting my own horn, like I am pretty pleased with myself that I managed to fill up 2 entire in-game weeks, and hopefully not have it feel like filler or anything. Yeah, pretty pleased with that. Anyway, moving on. And then all of the weekend to prepare. Then we have to get started on the posters right now. I'm going to go to the art room to get some supplies. I glance at Tormusa, who is sitting at a desk spacing out, and then I turn back to Monika. I really don't want to leave them alone together. Will you come with me? Sure. Yeah, I can do that. As we stand up from our desks, Monika calls out to the room. Okay, everyone. Sayori and I have to step out for a moment. We'll be right back. Ah, you have another errand to run. That's right, we won't be long. Have fun. Monika gives Natsuki a glare as we head out. So excited, I find myself giggling and spinning out of the room. And hey, we get to use Monika's theme again. It seemed fitting for there aren't enough places in this mod where this song is suitable. Like I tried to insert it in other places and it didn't feel right. Yeah, it just excuse me. This felt like a good moment to use it because you know, it's a scene of Monika and Sayori going to work together, and just, like it's just I don't know. It's a song that, it sort of feels like it conveys a sense of new beginnings and work together to make something. I don't know. Anyway, moving right along. So excited, I find myself giggling and spinning out of the room. Monika doesn't seem as excited though. What's wrong? Ugh, Natsuki. All she said was have fun. It was the way she said it. Looking so smug. I wish I put her manga collection on the top shelf out of her reach. Aw, hey, be nice. I trot over to Monika and take her hand. Natsuki did what you asked. She didn't say anything about us sleeping together. I'm sure if you give her a chance, you'll get along with her really well. She's been super nice to me. Yeah. Sayori continuing to just talk everyone up. Say, hey, they're so nice. They're so nice. Like, she's talking up MC saying, oh, but she's so nice. And now talking up Natsuki and saying, oh, she's so nice. Sayori always just eager to keep the peace everywhere she goes. Anyway, moving on. Are you really that mad at her? No, not really. It's just a reminder of other things I've had in my mind. Do you want to talk about it? Yes, but not right now. Okay. Then you think you can find it in yourself to be a little excited about our adventure? Adventure? Yeah, I squeeze her hand. We're on a secret mission to get art supplies. The whole club is counting on us. The whole school even. There will be danger, there will be excitement, but I know we'll save the day in the end. The smile creeps over Monika's face. Lead the way, Sayori. Yay! I'm still humming adventure music to myself as we come into the art room. That's a cute image. I have no idea what song Sayori would be humming to herself, but I just it's more of me writing her trying to be like kind of goofy and silly. Anyway, moving on. All right, time to raid the closet for supplies. You look for poster paper, I'll look for everything else. I might need my hand for that. Oh, right. I let go of her hand so we can get to work. Ooh, look at the painting sets. I haven't done any painting in forever. That could be fun. Let's not get carried away here. We need to put these up today. Paint will probably take too long to dry. Ah, that makes sense. I guess glue is going to take too long to dry too. Glue? I was thinking I could cut out some construction paper shapes to stick on the poster. We need to be practical here. Unless we're planning to stay past the end of the club session, we really should try to keep these simple. But we need to make these eye-catching. I don't mind staying longer if it means it will help our club be a success. And I was kind of hoping you'd stay a little longer with me. Me? I don't have any art skills whatsoever. That's fine. I just like having you here with me. It makes everything more fun. But all I'm doing is shooting down your ideas. That's not true. You're helping me focus on what's important. If I didn't have that, I'd probably get totally carried away and completely lose track of time. I do that sometimes. Oh, okay, good. I was worried I was just being annoying. What? No, I could never be annoyed with you. Are you sure? It feels like I'm kicking a puppy here. I mean, I don't want to dampen your enthusiasm or anything. In fact, I was just thinking it might be better if I go back to the club room and leave you to your work. No, please stay. There's that line again, please stay. I take your hand again. I promise I enjoy having you here. It's not just the work, you're giving emotional support. That's super valuable. Yeah. Monika's got a bit of a guilty conscience here, in case it wasn't obvious. And yeah, this scene sort of highlights their dynamic a bit, in that Monika wants to try to be practical about things, and Sayori is kind of a little more free-spirited and wants to just charge in and have fun, have adventures or whatever. Maybe not always thinking things through. Anyway, moving right along. You're giving emotional support. That's super valuable. You're sure you're not annoyed with me? Would it make you feel better if I was? I put on my best frowny face. Grr, I'm annoyed with you for some reason. How dare you be so smart and sensible? Okay, you've made your point. I probably should have pronounced that sound as more of a snort, but oh well. I relax back into a smile as I take her other hand. Look, if you really want to go back, you can, but only do that if you can look me in the eye and tell me you're not having any fun. Alright, I'm having fun. I actually think, you're really cute when you get excited. Yeah? Well, you know what I think? What? I wrap my hands around her waist, putting both her hands behind her back while pressing my body up against hers. I think you're really cute when you get flustered. Hee. I look into her eyes for a moment as both of us start breathing faster. We're so close I can practically feel our hearts pounding together. I whisper to her, Uh-oh, Monika. Looks like you've been captured. Our mission is in trouble. It's up to me to save you. With kisses! I move in to kiss her, but she doesn't return the kiss. We should finish getting the art supplies. I whisper in her ear, Darn you for being so smart and sensible. I give her a big kiss on the cheek. I think the club can wait a few extra minutes. I'm sorry, I'm not in the mood for this. Oh. My heart sinks as I relax my arms that were holding her. Once again, my head fills with accusations. I just know she's thinking about Tormuza, and it's burning me up inside. I'm sorry. It's okay. Monika suddenly agitatedly pulls away from me. I'm sorry I didn't talk to you before I took your noose away. Huh? It was a crappy thing for me to do, and I feel terrible about it. What? Why are you bringing that up now? I was such a coward. It was easier to just take it and run. I... What? I thought we were past that. Well, I don't know. It's just been bugging me since yesterday. Monika, it's okay. I know you're just trying to help. I mean, yes, I was a little upset about it at the time, but I feel better about it now. You didn't look that upset. I mean, I was bracing myself for a fight, but you just dropped it so quickly. This probably sounds stupid, but I think it would have been easier if you'd been mad at me. Why would I be mad at you for wanting to help? Cookies? Welcome to the stream, Sayori3818. How's it going? First time chatter, I see. I mean, judging by your name, I'm assuming you found me through the looking for DDLC streams. I'm playing a mod that I wrote called Turquoise. It's from Sayori's point of view. Anyway, moving right along. Why would I be mad at you for wanting to help? I don't know, I just felt bad. I guess I felt like I would have deserved it. Okay, I'll try. I put on my best frowny face again. Grr! I'm so mad! How dare you try to stop me from killing myself? Grr! Thanks, Sayori, but I don't think that helps. I relax my face. I can also offer hugs. Okay. Her hug isn't as warm as the last one she gave me. She feels really tense. I don't want to get mad at you. Last time I let myself get mad, I nearly scared Yuri away, remember? I don't want to scare you away. Let's just finish up with the posters. Are you sure? Yeah, the others are waiting for us. I should probably be taking my mind off this anyway. Okay. I pat her on the back. I think I saw some poster paper over there. Great, bring it over and lay it on that desk. If we can't use paint or glue, how about crayons? I triumphantly hold up a box of crayons I found. Oh, okay. That seems a little, I don't know, childish, but I guess you don't have a lot of options. Childish, schmildish, we're gonna make these the best posters ever. I take a seat at the desk and get started. Monika sits in the seat next to mine. It looks like you already have a design in mind for this, huh? I have some ideas, but I mostly just want to do what feels right. Here, I pass her some poster paper. You can work on the smart and sensible parts of the poster. Okay. We continue working for a time, Monika working on the more technical parts, technical details, while I focus on the more artistic parts. Soon, our first poster is complete. Hey, that came out looking pretty good. I guess these people you drew are supposed to be reciting poems? Uh-huh. I point at my drawings around the poster. This guy is looking panicked because he forgot his lines. And this girl's nervous because she's doing a love poem and her crush is in the audience. You gave your drawings backstories. Yeah, that's part of the fun. I'm still amazed that you were able to draw these so quickly. You got some real talent. Oh, it's nothing really. This is not nothing. I'm surprised you didn't join the art club. Well, I thought about it once, but I don't know. There didn't seem to be any point. Why not? These are great. Hey, shouldn't we be getting back to the club room? Oh, geez, you're right. Our session's almost done. But let's hurry. We quickly gather up what supplies we can. Sayori being curiously evasive when her art skills are brought up. Anyway, when we get back, everyone is still in their own corner of the room. Ah, hello again. Sorry we're so late, we just lost track of time. That's alright. I think we're all glad you took as much time as you needed. This is me cheekily giving Yuri Monika's line from Act 2 of the original game. When Yuri goes off to self-harm in that one scene, Monika says this exact line. So, anyway, moving on. Monika shoots a look at Natsuki as if daring her to make some joking comment, but Natsuki just gives a knowing smile. Anyway, I hope you're alright staying a little late today so we have time for poem sharing. Well, it's not like we have a choice, let's just get on with it. I set the poster stuff down on a desk and get out my poem. By the time I've done that, everyone else is already sharing their poems and I'm the odd one out again. Is this going to happen every day? I just work on the poster while I'm waiting. Eventually, Monika finishes sharing with her and comes over to me. Ready to go, Sayori? I give her my best smile. Of course. I hand her my poem and she reads it. Bottles. Interesting. Monika lowers her voice. I guess this is about your depression? Kind of. And also about other things. Like your mom's drinking. Ooh, I wish I'd thought of that. I mean, yeah, that's totally what it's about. To be honest, I just wrote what felt right and that's what came to me. Maybe you just subconsciously came up with that imagery because it was on your mind earlier. Maybe. Well, in any case, I'm glad to see you're really applying yourself. It's a big step up from I Want Breakfast. Yeah. Well, I had more time to write this one, and also I just had a lot on my mind. In fact, it felt really good to write about this. I don't know, something about seeing the words on the paper just helped me make sense of everything. Kind of like you were getting it out of your head. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Or bring that get it out of my head imagery again. Oh yeah, I forgot to comment on the previous day's poems, but everybody notice that all four of the other characters brought up the "I want breakfast" line. Anyway, moving on. Yeah, exactly. Do you think maybe we could write poems like this every day? I'd like to keep doing this. Of course. The poem minigame is meant to be repeated anyway. Great. We can talk about that some more later. Here's my poem now. I look over Monika's poem entitled Save Me, and it's once again obvious what it's about. Monika smiles sadly at me as I read it, and it makes my heart ache. Monika, how often do you feel this way? Pretty much all the time, really. I give her a hug. I guess I should have expected this, you little hug monster. You know, if there's anything I can do to take away those bad feelings, I'll do it, right? I know, and believe me, I'm grateful for everything you've done. She pats me on the back. Do you still think the player can help you feel better? I sure hope so. What if she can't? Well, I have to try anyway. I don't know what to do with myself otherwise. Anyway, I think we better move on. Oh, okay. I feel unsettled at how quick Monika is to brush me off, but I go to Yuri next. Hey Yuri, having fun? Hi, Sire. Yes, I'm still enjoying myself. I'm just glad our club has survived over a week. Considering our tenuous beginnings, that seems like a milestone of sorts. Hey, you're right. It's our first week anniversary. Hee yes. Anyway, here's my poem for today. I hope it's better than the last one. And yeah, it's true. At this point in their timeline, it's Thursday, and their first day as a club was on Thursday. So there you go. Anyway, as Yuri reads my poem, her face lights up in interest. This is a big improvement over yesterday's poem, Sayori. I'm impressed. Yay! I am impressed, Yuri! I take a second to quietly applaud myself. Would you say this poem is a reflection of your own social life? Kind of, and also other things? I wouldn't have thought you struggled that much with it. You seem very socially connected. Then again, I don't really have friends to speak of, so I probably just don't have a good frame of reference for that sort of thing. What about people in the literature club? I mean, you and I are friends at least, right? Oh, thank you, Sayori. And what about Natsuki? What about her? I've seen you two talking. Aren't you friends? Well, I don't know. She and I are very different. So, Monika and I are pretty different in a lot of ways too. It's those differences that make things fun and interesting. I suppose that's one way of looking at it. If you don't mind my asking, how did you and Monika end up getting together? I don't think I can say Monika got drunk on Yuri's wine. She just kind of showed up at my house one day and we went from there. Visiting her house, that's an idea. Huh? Never mind. Perhaps I should show you my poem now. She hands me her poem, which is a cute little story about feeding a raccoon. Raccoon, cute. I mean, the raccoon is a metaphor, right? Yes, that's right. It represents one of my more unusual hobbies. It's just a subject that's been on my mind a lot lately, since I've been spending a lot of time with different people in the club. And I just felt like maybe this is a group I could finally comfortably share that with. What kind of hobbies do you mean? Well, I don't know if I'm ready to share that just yet, but maybe soon. It's okay, Yuri. You can share whatever you want, whenever you want. There's no pressure. That's good to know. Thank you, Sayori. I'll keep that in mind. I think perhaps it's time to move on now. Yeah. Yeah, a few things I wanted to comment on there. One thing is that, where is it? Yeah, Yuri asks, like, is it reflective of your social life? And Sayori replies, kind of, and also other things. This, this poem sharing session, each person starts with, is this about X? And Sayori says, kind of, and also other things. She's like, she does that a fair bit in this, actually. She's a little evasive about what the poems are about. Oh yeah, and I meant to comment on the whole bottles thing. I did intend to imply that she came up with the bottles theme from Natsuki's comments about bottling things up the previous day. But I don't know. At some point, the idea came to me that there is also the connection that Sayori's mom is an alcoholic, and therefore maybe bottles of beer are like a big thing around her house. So I did have to slip mention of that in there as well. But yeah, also, like, there's a bit of Yuri attempting to, like, come out of her shell here and try to be more open about talking about some things and being friendly and stuff, and sort of using, like, things that Sayori says and does as encouragement to be more sociable. Anyway, moving right along. I think perhaps it's time to move on now. Okay, talk to you later, Yuri. I go to Natsuki next. She's the last one to go before her. Hey, Natsuki, having fun? Yeah, I'm doing all right. Did you have fun with Monika? Not as much fun as I would have liked. Kinda, I guess. Anyway, how about I show my poem? Natsuki gives a knowing look as she reads my poem. I guess this is about how you keep bottling things up, huh? Kind of, and also other things. Did you and Monika sort things out? Not exactly, but we're gonna work on it. I'm sure it'll be fine. Just wait till you hit her with your secret weapon. Huh? You know, the cupcakes. Yeah. How'd you and Monika end up together anyway? Just out of curiosity. Oh, she came over to my house one day and we spent spent time together getting to know each other. That's all? How boring. Boring? Well, I don't know. I thought maybe there was some big dramatic story behind it. Guess real life isn't that interesting. Well, I don't think it would be good to tell Natsuki about Monika's drunken confession either. Sometimes it can be better for things to be boring. At least that way things aren't bad. Yeah, fine. I guess that makes sense. I guess I just want things to be interesting in a good way for once. Most of the time when things are interesting, it's because they suck. Oh? How do you mean? It's nothing. I just felt like complaining for a second. Anyway, here's my poem. We should get on with this. I look over a poem entitled Amy Likes Spiders. It's all about someone who's really angry about someone liking spiders. Hey, that's really neat, Natsuki. Is the poem about you? What? What's that supposed to mean? I want it to be easy to relate to. It's not just me. It can be about anything. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure, something that they're afraid if people find out they'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Ooh, just like in Yuri's poem. Huh? What about Yuri? She wrote about a hobby she's afraid of people making fun of her too. She didn't say anything weird about it, did she? Weird? What do you mean? Well, like she didn't say anything about me, did she? No? Were you expecting her to say something about you? Well, I just thought, never mind what I thought. I'm just glad she understands, that's all. Whatever, I think you get the point. Let's just move on now. Oh, okay. Yeah. I for anyone who hasn't still struggling to read between the lines, I am sort of implying that there's something maybe happening between Natsuki and Yuri. Not that this is a Natsuri mod or anything, but You may have noticed that Yuri asked how Sayori and Monika get together, and also Natsuki asked the same, asked how they got together too. This is the point in, as much as this mod doesn't 100% map onto the original game, this is the point where Yuri and Natsuki would have decided to write the beach poems, right? So Natsuki's sort of when Sayori says, "Oh, just like in Yuri's poem," Natsuki's just wondering, like, but did she say something about me? Because of the whatever conversation they had regarding the whole beach poem thing. Anyway, moving right along. Just one person left. How is this going to go? Yeah. Sorry, I'm just noticing the fade into the MC version of the theme. I'm still pretty pleased with that. Moving on. How's this going to go? Sayori, hey, sorry again about before. It's okay, I'm not mad at you about that. That's good, but it doesn't make the way I acted alright. I guess I just have some leftover anger from stuff in the past. I didn't mean to let it affect things here. I said it's okay. Let's just get on with this. Okay? Yeah. Note Sayori's choice of words here. I'm not mad at you about that. As in, she's mad at Femc for something else. Like, she's still mad at him, or at her. And she's being a little bit abrasive here. Anyway. Okay. Termisa takes my poem that I'm handing her. As she reads it, her eyes get really wide. Holy crap. This is way different from I Want Breakfast. Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. So, like, breakfast is the only thing I think about? Sorry, I'm just surprised. Are you sure you're alright? It's a little weird to see you so irritable. I just have things on my mind. Okay. Geez, maybe you really have changed. Well, you can... Look, I know I've kind of not been very nice to you since we started talking again, but if something's troubling you, you can talk to me about it. I mean, I don't know if there's anything I can do to help, but I can at least listen. How do you feel about Monika? I mean, she seems pretty cool and pretty nice and pretty pretty. But of course I don't really know her that well. You've been spending a lot of time together though, right? Yeah, but like I said before, she's just super nice. I'm sure she just wants to make her new club member feel welcome, that's all. I mean, I admit there's this crazy part of me that wonders if she's, interested in me, but that's just crazy, right? What a stupid thing to think, right? I'm sure she's not like that. I give her my most innocent smile. Like what? Well, like she might like girls. Not that there's anything wrong with girls who like girls, but are you interested in her? I'm just, wondering, out of curiosity. Not that it matters, since she probably wouldn't want a loser like me anyway. So you haven't seen her outside of the club? Yeah. Side note, these lines here obviously aren't there if you choose the male version MC. If you've chosen male MC, like Sayori saying "like what" is followed by the line. Well, not this line exactly, but a different MC says like that you might be interested in a loser like me. But yeah, choosing female MC means like I kind of have to make a little more of the notion that Monika might like girls. As much as I'm not really intending for the story to deal with homophobia or anything, there is like the whole heteronormativity thing to deal with, and the fact that it's not not generally expected in society, or I mean, it's not. What am I trying to say here? It's more common to expect people to be heterosexual than to be interested in the same gender, I will say. Anyway, moving right along. So you haven't seen her outside of club? No, except for uh, uh hey, Sayori, can I confide in you about something? Sure, why not? Okay, good, because I just been kind of freaking out inside about it. I don't know what it means, and maybe it doesn't mean anything, and I'm just, well, anyway, I'll just say it. It's kind of funny that you asked about Monika because Monika came to my house last night. Really? What a surprise! I know, right? It was just this lucky thing, like her phone died right when she was near my place, and she came in because she needed to recharge it. And here's the really crazy part. We just started talking, we talked so much we just lost track of time, and before we knew it, hours had gone past. I still can't believe it. I've never really just sat and talked to anyone before. I mean, besides you, of course. But I never imagined I could hold a conversation with someone like Monika, of all people. And you think she's interested in you. That's the question that's driving me crazy. I mean, before last night I wouldn't have even considered it, but now I can't help wondering, you know? What did you two talk about? Oh, just club stuff and, video games. And I know I feel stupid. I brought up video games while talking to Monika, but she seems strangely okay with it. Did she mention that she's in a relationship? Well, no, I sort of assume she is, though. I mean, someone like her has got to be, right? But what if... Sayori, you're friends with her, right? Do you know if she's single? Oh no. Oh no. There's so much loaded into this conversation here. um, like, like Monika obviously was just pretending about the whole my phone died and I need to charge it kind of thing. Like she was obviously making an excuse to spend time with Femc, but Femc being a little dense didn't clue into that. Was this a fusion of? Why does their music sound like a Pokemon? Welcome to the stream, Replore, by the way. Well, I mean, this is the song is it's called "Okay Everyone." It's the song that normally plays during Poem Sharem in the base game, except that there are normally 5 different variants of it. This is a 6th variant that someone wrote to go with MC, and yeah, it's an accordion and a tuba, which is a bit of a weird mix when you really think about it. But I think it suits MC's character. I call myself Reblur because I play harmonica. Haha, nice. Cool. But yeah. It's yeah. I think it suits MC's character. The whole just harmonica. Haha. Yeah. It's a sort of dopey kind of sound to go with the fact that MC is kind of dense. Like, and here, like, MC is just completely failing to cotton on to the fact that Monika came to visit her on purpose, and that it wasn't just a chance encounter. And here she's talking to Monika's girlfriend to say, "You're friends with her, right? Do you know if she's single?" And like, like Sire's about to snap right now. Trying my darndest to keep my innocent smile up, but it's making it really hard to talk. Actually, never mind. That was a stupid question. I shouldn't even be thinking like that. I don't know if she even remembers me. Remembers? Yeah, because we were in the same class last year. What? Huh? You and she, I mean, you never mentioned that before. Oh, well, she and I never talked or anything. I kind of always sat at the back of the class, and she was always at the front, being class star, as usual. But, I don't know, maybe she remembers me anyway? Like, could I have made an impression on her or something? You're saying you never did anything in that class together? That's cool, I've never thought of MC that way. What, of being dense? I mean, MC being dense is kind of the way that the DDLC community in general regards him. With all due respect, I mean, it's just the way that he's written in vanilla DDLC is like, like he's constantly evasive and like, oh, I didn't mean it that way. I didn't mean like, oh, they couldn't possibly think about that way about me, like not cluing into the fact that the girls might like him, and also the fact that like he doesn't clue into the fact that Sayori's depressed, doesn't clue into the fact that it's a bad idea to be telling her I know what's best for you when he doesn't have a clue. Like the vanilla dialogue, he straight up in like almost 2 consecutive sentences he says, I have no idea what you're feeling, and then he says, but I also know what's best for you. Like almost in the same breath he says he has no idea what he's doing and he knows what's best. Like it's just it's the sort of thing that he comes across like he has no clue what he's doing or what is going on or anything. So yeah, he's sort of earned this notion of him being dense, and I just kind of, when I wrote this, I kind of continued on that that sort of notion, like Monika showing up at her house to attempting to show interest, but she's not cluing into that. Anyway, moving right along. You're saying you never did anything in that class together? No, are you kidding? She was way out of my league. I mean, she was too popular. Yeah, this line here is also it's only there if you pick the female MC. Like, way out of my league is a little too suggestive of implying that she wants romance with her. But that she, like, quickly course corrects. I mean, she was too popular. Like, not that I'm interested in her in that way, kind of thing. Anyway, moving on. Can you think of anything you did that she might remember? Not really. Well, I guess there was some research project we did where we had to present at the front of the class. So you did a project together. No, it wasn't a group project. I presented it by myself. I only remember it because she was sitting right there at the front of the room. I'd never been standing that close to her before. I was nervous as hell. I don't even remember what the project was about, except it had something to do with whales. Whales? Yeah, it was for a science class. We had to pick an animal to research from a list, and I just kind of picked one at random and got whales. You think that could be what she remembers? Well, she likes the environment, so maybe? ... question mark. Huh. Okay. Thanks, Sayori. I think it makes me feel better about it. The whale sabotage arc is really funny. Yeah. Great. I'm glad you liked it. I don't even know where that came from exactly. It's just an idea that popped in my head, and I just ran with it. It's not like Sayori actively tried to sabotage it. It's just she just kind of like Turquoise got the idea, and Sayori's just kind of stood back and let it happen. Anyway. Thanks, sir. I think that makes me feel better about it. Anyway, I should probably show you my poem now, or I'll be here forever. As I look over her poem, my face is starting to hurt from how much I'm forcing this smile. So, what do you think? You think Monika would... Yes, Monika would like it. Wow, okay. Man, I thought you were kidding about that yesterday, but I really believe it now. Thanks so much, Sayori. You're a really good friend. I feel bad that I've been such a jerk towards you the past few days. I just, Suddenly, Teresa steps forward and hugs me. I'm too stunned to even know how to react. I quickly pat her on the back and we release each other. So sorry if that was awkward. I know you like hugs. It's okay. Alright, well, I guess we're done now. Just let me know if you ever need anything, okay? Okay. As Teresa walks away, I'm left standing there reeling inside. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I know it's late, but I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room... I numbly gather together with the others as Monika talks about her plans to present poems at the festival. I can barely focus on any of it. All I can think is that Monika never told me she already knew Tormusa from before. I even asked her directly about it. That means she lied to me. which hurts more than it probably should considering all the times I've lied to her so far. This feels different. She didn't even tell Termiza that we're in a relationship. Are you kidding me? You want us to practice now? Yeah, this is, Sayori just kind of tuned out the whole conversation there during that fade to black. This is the closest we have to the thing I did in Doki Doki Storm when Yuri used to do that all the time. For anyone who remembers that mod. Yeah, this is sort of Sayori getting distracted and doing something similar. Anyway, moving on. You want us to practice now? Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? No way. I already have to explain to my dad why I'm going to be late coming home today. I can't make myself any later. You guys do whatever you want. I'm going home. I think I'm going to go home now too. And don't forget to write poems for tomorrow. I guess I can practice a bit now, if you want. No, it's fine. You go ahead too. We'll just pick us up tomorrow. Oh, we're heading home together though, right? Not this time. Sayori and I need to stay behind to, work on the posters. Okay, sure. See you later. See you. Yeah, this is the point, in vanilla DDLC, this would be the point where they all practice presenting their poems to each other. It's the point of the game which even Dan Salvato says is boring. It's just it's a bit of padding. It's just there to establish character and stuff. But at a point in the story when character's already pretty well established, so it's a little redundant. So I just did away with that altogether. Woohoo! Go me. Anyway, moving on. After Termiza leaves, the air is really tense between me and Monika. You know, it would have been nice to have a little backup there. Huh? When Natsuki and Yuri started arguing with me, I kept looking over at you, waiting for you to speak up, but you looked like you were just spacing out the whole time. Oh, sorry, I just have a lot on my mind. I'll bet. Are things better between you and Termiza, at least? I saw you hugging earlier. I think... I don't really want to talk about Termiza right now. Let's just focus on the posters. The first poster we made was pretty nice, but I want to put some more work into the next one. I think we need to make another trip to the art room. I want to get some glue and construction paper this time. I can't do this. It's okay, you don't have to do anything. I'll do the work. I just need you to be here so I can... We have to break up. No, we have to work on the posters. We're going to make the best posters ever, and so many people will come here for the festival, and our club will be a success, and it'll make you so happy. And, Sayori, did you hear what I said? We have to break up. I'm sorry I didn't back you up. I'll do better next time. I know I can talk Natsuki and Yuri into doing the poem presentation. It'll be okay. We don't have to break up. I can fix this. This has nothing to do with that. Then what? What did I do wrong? Just tell me. I'll make it better. I just want to make you happy. You didn't do anything wrong, Sayori. This is going to sound like a terrible cliche, but it's not you, it's me. I just can't do this anymore. I thought I could. I thought I could keep seeing you and pursue the player on the side, but I just can't. I just can't keep going back and forth between you and Termiza. Frankly, it's been feeling like ever since Termiza came to the club, a breakup has been inevitable, but I didn't want to admit it to myself. But you told me the thing with Termiza had nothing to do with having feelings for her. It's not about Termiza, it's about the player. Whatever. Why would that mean you have to break up with me? If you don't understand that by now, you never will. Is it because you want to save the whales? What? Whales? All my anger's bubbling over. You lied to me. You told me you didn't know Termiza before she came to the club. You never told me you shared a class last year. No, we didn't. You had a science class where you did a presentation about animals, remember? No, I don't remember anything like that. Well, she sure remembers you. Everyone remembers me. You remember me, Natsuki remembers me, Termiza remembers me. That's just how the game works. Ever since Termiza joined, you've done nothing but spend time with her. You've been obsessed with having dinner with her. You've even pretended to go for a walk and pretend your phone died just so you could spend the evening with her. So it's a little funny that I just found out you actually had class together and didn't tell me. And it's also a little funny that you didn't tell her that I'm your girlfriend. What else did you do in that class? What else aren't you telling me? Sayori, I swear, I don't remember. I've already told you everything. In fact, I've probably been more honest with you than I should have. You're telling me you don't remember your class last year? I don't think even anything even existed last year. Yeah, drama, drama, drama. Yeah, indeed. They're kind of their first real actual fight here. Like there's, I mean, there was that moment earlier when Sayori was spiraling into depression. She tried to push Monika away, but this is like the first real time that she's actually directed anger at Monika. Anyway, I don't think anything even existed last year. Anything from that class would have what? Would have been written into my backstory. Okay, fine. Tell me about your backstory then. I don't want to talk about that. Why not? If you want to break up with me about it, I think it's worth talking about. Stop, stop. I don't want to talk about it. I can't talk about it. I don't even want to think about it. I'm sorry. Let's not think about it then. Forget I said anything about backstories. We're both very upset. Let's just finish the posters and forget about this for now. We don't need to talk or anything. I'll do all the work. I just feel better if you're here with me while I do it. I'm so stupid. You're not stupid, it's okay. Maybe you can use this time to work on your poem for tomorrow. Why am I even here? Why didn't I just write you a breakup note instead? Maybe because that would be a crappy thing to do, and you're obviously better than that. It would have been easier. I felt bad leaving you the note about the news, and I told myself I was going to talk to you face to face this time. Maybe that's because you still care about me. Maybe you don't really want to break up with me and you're trying to talk yourself out of it. Maybe it would be good for you to take some time to think about it. I've already taken plenty of time. I should go. I should just go. Please stay. Once again, Sayori saying, please stay. Also, I have to say, I do rather like this song. I mean, I like a lot of the musical selections, even though some people complained about like stock music and stuff. I think, like, I chose the music that I chose because I felt that it captured like the emotion of the scene well. And this has it has a really turbulent feeling to it. Yeah, aside from that, yeah, this is a whole lot of. Oh, hold on, wait for it. Loop point. I'm pretty pleased with how smooth the loop points are in the songs that I chose. They were not designed to be looped. Anyway, yeah, this is a lot of Monika's guilty conscience coming to the surface here. It's like she feels bad about all her conflicting feelings about Sayori, and she spent the whole mod so far struggling with this, and she's gonna struggle with it some more. We only. This is a thing. This is a thing with a story which only has a single point of view character. We only see like the snapshots of what Monika is going through, but it's easy to imagine that during those moments when she's by herself, she's dwelling on it and fretting about it, and like she's kind of tormented about like, what do I do? How do I handle this situation? Like should I, go after, like should I just drop Sayori and go after MC, or what? And oh hey, Riper TR7, welcome to the stream. How's it going? Hello everybody. Yes, first time chatter I see. Welcome in. Anyway, yeah. Sorry, I'm giving rambling commentary because I'm playing a mod that I wrote, so I have opinions and things to say about it. But yeah. Anyway, what I was getting at was like Monica's got stuff going on in in her own mind, in her own thoughts about everything that's going on. But we don't see a whole lot of it. We just see like snapshots of it whenever she feels up to talking about it. But she isn't really being open about everything she's thinking and feeling. So because we just see little bits about it. So this moment here is it's coming up again. Anyway, I should just go. Please stay. You said before that you were having fun. I think I'll be happier if you stay. I have to get to the player. You said that's impossible. Well, I have to try. I have to do something. She's right there. Would that make you happy? I have to try. Monika? Monika, look at me. Every time you talk about the player, you get upset. I don't think going after her will make you happy. What do you think of just giving up on the player and trying to be happy with what you have now? I have to try. Monika picks up her bag and moves toward the door. Okay, I'm coming with you. Let's just forget about the posters. We'll come up with something else to do. Don't worry about it. Your first poster is fine. I've already put copies of it all over the school. Oh, okay. Then how about we go back to my place? Let's just spend some time together. I promise I'll make it fun for you. I already told Turquoise I'm coming to her house tonight. I'm going now. Don't follow me. Moni, please. Don't call me Moni. I'll see you tomorrow. I knew it. As soon as Turquoise said, I'll see you later, I knew Monika was about to visit her. Did I try too hard to pull Monika away from her? It's for Monika's own good, right? It would make her happier in the long run, right? Or am I just being selfish? Don't call me Moni, the most heartbreaking line in the mod? Really? I'm not sure if you're being serious about that. That was humor? Oh, okay. I was gonna say, like, if you're serious about that, it's a little surprising. It was kind of a late addition to the script. It was a very late addition to the script, actually. I don't know. Some part of me feels like maybe I should have made more of it. Like maybe Sayori should have called her Moni more during their scenes together. Oh well. Anyway, moving on. Or am I just being selfish? I slowly sink back into my seat, staring at the mostly blank poster paper in front of me. I tried to ignore the way Monika was looking at Turquoise, but it didn't work. I tried to show her that spending time with me is more fun, but it didn't work. I tried to get her to realize that her idea of going after the player isn't making her happy, but it didn't work. Maybe nothing will work. Monzers? Is that another nickname for her? Anyway. I feel a knot tightening in my stomach the more I think about it. Maybe Monika was going to break up with me no matter what I did. I'm so worthless. It's something I should have expected anyway. Maybe I deserve it. It wouldn't be so bad if she didn't look so sad about it. I know she doesn't want to do it, but I don't know how to get through to her. I slowly lower my head onto the desk. I feel so lost that all my energy is just disappearing and I suddenly feel exhausted. Maybe none of it matters. Maybe nothing matters. I should just give up trying. Yeah, just getting that phrase, it doesn't matter, turns up a lot in this. Anyway, I bet my bed would be really cozy right now, but I don't feel like getting up just yet. I cradle my head in my arms and just let myself slip away. The sound of my phone vibrating wakes me right up. I scramble for my bag to pick it up. Did Monika change her mind? I pick up my phone. It isn't a call, it's a bunch of text messages. They're from Natsuki. She sent me the cupcake recipe. This is it. This is how I'll win back Monika. But milk? Eggs? Cupcakes aren't vegan. My little bit of hope crumbles away. This would be a terrible gift for Monika. The rain clouds are closing in. How bad is it that I ate so many of them the other day? Thinking about it makes me want to throw up. But I know I shouldn't do that. Monika wouldn't want me to do that. I suddenly feel restless. I need to get moving. I'll go get the construction paper. That will take my mind off things. But when I'm out in the hallway, I see my poster. The first poster I made. it's everywhere. There are copies of it on every wall. And suddenly, all my motivation disappears. What's the point of putting in hours of work for a single poster when there are already hundreds of them? How does Monika keep doing that anyway? How indeed. Anyway, I guess there's nothing to do but just go home. On the way home, every step just feels harder and harder. This walk has never felt so long before. I wish Monika was here so we could hold hands. I wish I could see her smile again. When I finally get to my room, it feels emptier in here than it ever has. I look under my bed, even though I know the noose is still gone. I wish I could hold it right now. I wish I could hold Monika right now. But she's over there with her. I don't want to think about that. It's making me upset. I just have to keep telling myself it's not over yet. Not really. I just have to make Monika realize that she's making a mistake. Somehow. Maybe this is a good time to write my poem for tomorrow. I pull up a pen and paper and start to work on it, but it isn't long before I fill up several pages with crossed out, scribbled out writing. What do I even write? Should I try to convince Monika to take me back? Should I just talk about my feelings? Nothing feels right. I crumple up each of the failed poems as I go along. Soon my desk has a complete row of them going all the way across it. I try to rearrange them into a little paper fort, but it doesn't take long for me to get bored of it. I start tossing them one by one into the garbage can across the room. Only about half of them actually go in, but that's okay. I can just pick them up and try again. Eventually, I start nodding off at my desk, and I realize I'm getting too tired to even keep my head up, let alone write. Maybe I can try again in the morning. I should go to bed now. It's late when I finally hear Termiza's front door open, the sound of Monika and Termiza saying good night. As I listen to her walking away, I wish with all my might that Monika would come to bed with me. Why don't wishes ever come true? Aw. And yeah, next morning. This is probably... I'm sort of on the fence about whether or not I want to wrap up the stream right now. Like, in between days feels like a good time to end the stream, but I don't know. I'm taking a peek at who else is on in case I want to raid someone. And you know what? Diablo Graves is playing Ace Attorney. Apollo Justice can't speak clearly. Apollo Justice Ace Attorney Trilogy. You know what? Why don't I give him a raid? I mean, we have a lawyer. We have an actual lawyer in chat here, so you go raid the lawyer game over here. Yeah, I think this is a decent enough note to wrap things up on. So yeah, so it's saved. Yeah, it is kind of a rough spot to wrap things up on. You know, ending with Monika breaking up with Sayori, but I mean, I guess minor spoilers, it's going to get rougher from here, so there isn't really going to be a better place where, oh, this is a happier moment to wrap up. So, yeah, I guess I just sort of figure better to wrap it up now and leave the rest for another stream. But yeah, thanks to everyone for watching. And yeah, I'm just gonna give a raid to Diablo. He's yeah, he's cool. He's hung out and chat a bunch of times. Friend from the DDLC modding community, and author of Magical Literary Heroine Natsuki Saves the Literature Club, one of my favorite mods. So that's cool too. But yeah, I think that's all for now. Until next time.